Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Barbeno's World. I think today's probably going to be a bit more of a chill episode, because I don't have any really big building projects planned for today, but I do have a few like cleanup jobs and other just random tasks that I would like to complete around my world. Okay, the first thing I want to do is kind of just focus on getting geared up a little bit better. I actually don't have all maxed out gear, but yeah, I usually don't use a sword or chest plate very often, but in case I do, I don't want to have to look at this nasty blue stuff. So I'm going to upgrade all of my gear to max and upgrade it to netherite. Okay, I've got to use some books to max out the enchants on this chest plate. Okay, my gear isn't too much better now, but at least I'm now kitted out with a entirely uniform color scheme, which is pretty nice. Now that I've got this chest plate, I might actually start using it. I'm not sure how convenient it will be, but I've got this macro with Tweaker that switches your elytra for your chest plate. It might be kind of useful if I just want to use this while walking around. Then I can just quickly switch to an elytra and fly around. Okay, while it's doing that, I noticed that I'm running a little bit low on netherite. It's not too bad, but 23 ingots could run out pretty fast if I lose all my gear. So I would probably like to stock up on this a little bit and at least get one stack of netherite ingots. Netherite mining shouldn't be too bad with my mob switch. I'll just grab myself a decent amount of TNT and craft up some chests to store all of the extra stuff I get. Oh yeah, I should probably also get some fire resistance potions. I think I'll brew the 8-minute ones just because they're a little bit more convenient and I've got the brewer for it. Okay, I've got 2 shulkers of potions, one here in my inventory and another one in the ender chest. And I think we're good to go now, so I'm gonna start by just making a completely new netherite mine. I'm gonna go off this way in the soul sand biome, just because this is pretty close to spawn and it was generated in the newer version. Okay, I think I've reached an optimal level for netherite mining, so I'm gonna start by digging out a big room here, just so I can put some chests down, and then I guess I can just start mining. The chests are down for just storing all of the other junk that I get, and I think I'm ready to go. So I'll just dig in a straight line for, I guess, until I get bored. Okay, we've reached a basalt deltas biome, which is very unpleasant for netherite mining because you can't insta-mine this basalt. But I think I'm just going to keep going because I don't think this biome is too big. Okay, it was a bit longer than I thought, but we're finally through it. Let's keep on going. Another basalt deltas biome. These are the worst. Welcome back, guys. I think I finished the tunnel now. It's about 3,000 blocks long, and yeah, you definitely can't see the end. So, time to start placing TNT, I guess. So here's how I'm going to do it. Just placing the TNT every few blocks should be pretty good. And then I'll just do this all the way until I get back. I really hope I don't run out of TNT because I only brought a few stacks. Okay, I'm not sure how this happened, but somehow one of the TNTs caught on fire. I literally have no idea how. But yeah, let's just watch it. Okay, this all looks very good so far, but I think I'm going to leave this until I finish placing the rest of my TNT. Alright, I really botched it. I'm still 2,000 blocks out and I ran out of TNT, so I'm going to need to actually like go back all the way and I guess collect a few more shulkers of TNT because I clearly didn't have enough. A full shulker of TNT has been collected. Now let's get back to mining. It lit itself off again. I literally don't know how this keeps happening. I'll try to place the TNT so it's not very exposed. to make sure that no fire from the lava catches it or something. I've gotten all the way back to this area with my chests, and I really want to get a good time lapse of this TNT blowing up, so I'm gonna light it up here, and let's see how it goes. Once again, just started on its own. So weird, I have no idea how it does that, but hopefully that time lapse worked out. So now that we've blown up this really big tunnel, let's just go mine all of the ancient debris that I can get. I'm all the way back out at the end of my path, 3,000 blocks out to be precise, and this is the grand total of ancient debris that I've got. I retextured them to blue, but I got 1 stack and 44. Really not that good. I still do want to get a little bit more, but right now I have a bit of a dilemma because I don't really want to fly back down this path, and I forgot my ender chest, so I don't have like any stuff that I can use, so I need to get out quick. This better work. Alright, we are all safe now. I'm pretty happy about that. We have a decent amount of ancient debris, but I do still want a little bit more. I said I wasn't stopping until I get 3 stacks, but it's probably getting a bit boring for you, so I'll do the rest off camera and tell you when I'm done. Alright, I'm all done mining. I've got the 3 stacks, plus an extra 7 actually, ancient debris. Super nice. It really didn't take me that long. I remember when I was collecting my first stack of ancient debris, it took me like several days. That was just a few hours. Time to smelt it down. Okay, everything is all crafted up, and we've actually got over a stack of netherite ingots. This is really great. I'm super happy with the results of this mining trip. Alright, now it's time to move on to our next project. And this one's gonna be over here at our spawn base. It's still looking really good. I don't want to change anything too much, but unfortunately I still like to use this mob farm here. It's my main farm for bones and string, so I need to actually spawn proof the area so that the farm will work a little bit better when I'm AFKing at it. When I'm AFKing at my mob farm in this little rocket ship right here, mobs can spawn anywhere in this big red sphere, and I need to make it so that every single space in here that's spawnable is either carpeted over or lit up. I've turned off the mob switch now, and as you can see, mobs are just spawning absolutely everywhere. This is going to hurt the rates of the mob farm a lot, so I definitely need to spawn proof everything. Okay, I think step 1 of mob proofing is just going to be this top of the wall here, and it shouldn't be too hard just to place carpets on top of every single block here and just go all the way around. Alright, welcome back guys. I have finished up with this carpet all the way around the box, and yeah, this is really good. We shouldn't get any mobs spawning on top of here and possibly dropping down or just hurting the rates of my farm. And I actually also started on the next part, and that's where all of those black carpets are from. Gotta say, it doesn't look the best, so I tried not to do too much of it. The entire area is not spawn proofed, only the part that's going to be in the range of this farm. I also did some clever things to spawn proof the tops of buildings like this one. I put some sea lanterns under here, and I also put the end rods in the corner. Now that we've got this whole thing set up, I think it's probably a good time to do an overnight AFK session at my farm, because I've been low on bones and string for a while, so it'll be good to stock up on a bit of that. It's the next day now, and let's check on what I've got. I assume everything's full because I was AFK for quite a while. So yeah, all of these chests are going to be full. This amount of bones and gunpowder and string should last me quite a while. Another thing that's full are all of my pumpkin and melon farm storage. That's an insane amount. Anyways, next up on the to-do list, there's a farm that I actually think I could make some really good improvements to, and it should be able to benefit the farm quite a bit. And that farm is my wither skeleton farm over here. And yeah, I built this a while ago. It's pretty good considering how low effort of a farm it was, but I think I have some ideas for improvements I could make that would improve this farm quite a bit. First, I want to try changing up this collection system. It's pretty good, but I want to try to add some item sorters in, and maybe a little room over here where I can collect everything. We've now got a bit of a more contained area, so we won't get hit by anything that comes down there, and all of the drops from there lead down into this area. It's not very clean, but we do have chests with auto filters. This one should sort out bones, coal, and wither skeleton skulls. Another problem that I've been having with this farm is that a bunch of other mobs spawn here other than wither skeletons, and I don't want them. So one of them is zombie piglins, and I'm just going to try to attract them off the platform using some turtle eggs. So here's going to be one of the luring stations. There's a turtle egg down here and some walls that help channel them down into here. And I was debating ways to kill them, and I've decided that there's not really a really good way to kill them quickly. So if I just drop them down like 10 blocks or so, they should naturally despawn if they're getting too far away from the player who's all the way up there. Yeah, this should definitely do the trick. Okay, all of the zombie piglin luring stations are done, and the thing I want to do now is just build a big wall around the spawning platform. This should help with a bunch of things, including light level leaking in, and also gas or blazes that spawn outside seeing me and shooting at me. Okay, the ceiling is done, and I guess we're nearly done here, but there's one more thing I might try, and that's try to get rid of some of the blazes, which also spawn in the farm. And blaze pathfinding is a little bit weird. They're like attracted to any solid block in the area, and right now occasionally they come into the middle and wander down into the killing area. But I'd like them to wander into the same spots as the zombie piglins do. So if I just build massive blocks of stone bricks around here, then the blazes should wander over. Welcome back. I'm finally done with retrofitting this farm. It looks pretty good, and I think it's time to give it a quick test. And I'll show you how it works if you don't remember. You go in this nether portal, which teleports you way up high in the overworld, and you get out of it, and then you go back in. This portal links to a different portal all the way up here. You can drop down into this one, and then here's where you can wait for mobs to spawn. Looks like we've got a bunch of them, and the zombie piglins do not seem to be attracted by the turtle eggs. So I moved the turtle eggs to the top block of the zombie piglin's eyesight, and it seems to be working now. They're all getting attracted, and once they get near to it, they just immediately despawn, which is kind of cool. So yeah, there's no zombie piglins in here anymore. Unfortunately, these massive blocks of bricks don't seem to be attracting the blazes, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Overall, I'm pretty sure this is quite an improvement from before, because I've got tons of wither skeletons, just golly. So I spent maybe about an hour collecting wither skeleton skulls, and I've got quite a few now. In my inventory I've got 43 wither skeleton skulls. So I guess all that we have to do with them now is to turn them into beacons with some soul sand. Okay, everything's all set up, I think. And there goes the last one. We've got a total of 14 nether stars. That's pretty good for probably enough beacons to last us quite a while. Okay, so far everything in this episode I think has gone very smoothly, and that's pretty good. So I think we actually have time to get started on a new kind of large project, I think. Okay, basically my plan for this next project is to build an ice road maker machine. And this machine wasn't designed by me, it was made by Ilmango. It's very cool, and basically one of the good purposes for this could be to set it off in the end to make these ice roads, and you can ride behind it on a boat and look for end cities. I would check out Ilmango's video if you want to learn how this works a bit better, but to put it simply, how it works is there's these armor stands with frostwalker boots on them, and they get pushed along by a big flying machine. That's a special flying machine that actually moves quite fast. I think it's over 3 blocks per second. And as it goes, it's also zero ticking these water sources. Use some special tricks to move water sources, which you normally can't do. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it also has this back part over here that pushes up some blocks and makes a railing. Alright, let's start this machine and see how it goes. As you can see, it's moving actually super fast, and it's flawlessly making the ice path. If I tick warp it, you can see this machine is actually just insane. We mustn't let it get unloaded though, because yeah, that would break it. I've set up a platform way up here at Y200, which should be high enough so that if we run it, we shouldn't crash into anything. And I've loaded in the schematic, and I think it's time to build it. Welcome back, everyone. That was actually quite a tricky build, if I do say so myself. I think it should all be done though. I've done my best to verify that it's exactly as it should be, but I guess we really do need to start it now to make sure everything's working. Once I start this, it can be stopped, but it's a little bit risky because you gotta place blocks like here. And I would rather not start it and stop it too much. I've primed the system, get in the minecart. Now when we break it, it should go. Oh my god. No way. No way. Okay, I actually can't express how surprised I am that this actually worked. I am so happy. I guess I'll leave this running for a bit until I get out of the area of the main end island, and once I get into the outer end islands, I'll give a quick progress update. Okay, it's just been like 10 or so minutes, and I'm already really far out. My coordinates are almost negative 3,000 on the x-axis, which is getting pretty far. I'm pretty sure this machine is supposed to go about 12,000 blocks per hour. So if I just leave this for a few hours, I will get super far out. Welcome back, everybody. It's kind of a sad day right now because unfortunately the ice road making flying machine is broken. This happened a while ago, and my game crashed while it was in the middle of moving, and it just totally broke this water. I don't think it would be very easy to fix. But the good news, at least, is that we did reach 55,000 blocks out, which is super good, and I had it running for maybe 5 or so hours, and yeah, we got super far. We could just ride back to the spawn end island on a boat, but that would probably take a super long time. So instead, I'm just gonna try getting back by finding one of those exit gateways and popping through it. Say one last goodbye. And can we hit this? No. Okay, back here at the main island, we can see the very start of the ice path. And yeah, here it is. We should make a wall here or something to stop boats from getting out. Now, I actually think it should be pretty good to use. So just as a test, I'm gonna go ride down this until I see an end city. Okay, we're actually 9,000 blocks out, but I finally found one. Actually, there's two here, but this entire massive ice road was entirely made by a machine. I think that's super cool, and even though the ice road maker isn't super useful, it's going to be very cool to just have this road. I was thinking about some other uses for this machine, and I don't really know if there are any good ones because this can't really run in the overworld or the nether. But yeah, this is still going to be super fun just to ride along. Anyways guys, as we row all the way back to our base from those end cities that we found, I think it's a good time to wrap up this episode. We did quite a lot of stuff even though I wasn't really planning to, but it was kind of fun to just experiment with random stuff, and I'm happy with everything that we got done. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.